Yes, please come.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Please sit.
Thank
Have
you.
a seat. So, Mr. Soumya Sharma or Soumya Sharma?
Soumya Sharma.
Soumya Sharma.
Yes.
So, Mr. Soumya Sharma, introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Soumya Sharma. I am
Mhm.
from Pratapgarh, Uttar Pradesh. I have done my mechanical engineering from upsc+ma Goa campus. Since then, sir, I have worked as an associate consultant in Hyderabad. Right now, I am working as an income tax inspector in Delhi. This would be my fourth attempt and second interview, sir.
That's very nice. So, you cleared SSC, then you joined income
Yes, sir.
tax officer.
Precisely.
So, what are your charter of duties over there?
Sir, it has been only 2 years since then, but mostly I have worked in board posting, sir, where I had to do the monitoring of some of the offshore leaks cases that were there. So it was mostly, sir, clerical
Offshore
duties.
leaks cases like
Panama Papers and Pandora Papers. cases
Panama
like that, sir.
Papers and Pandora Papers. What is Pandora Papers? What are those?
Sir, these are some of the leaks that were in media by ICIJ. This is a group of investigative journalists. Indian Express is a part of it. So they found out that there are certain people who have done tax evasion, and through that and through our own data, we have found out some various people that are linked with some of the tax evasion, and we are doing investigation on that part, sir.
Okay, that's very nice. Recently, the government of Uttar Pradesh, it has introduced its budget in its assembly.
Yes, sir.
So, are you aware about that budget? Some features of that budget?
I'm sorry, sir, I have not gone through it in detail.
Because since you are income tax officer, that's why
Yes.
I was. So, tell me, what is regressive taxation?
So, regressive taxation is a taxation which does not differentiate between higher income group and lower income group. So it is a tax which the burden of which falls equally on everyone, irrespective of the income group that he falls in.
For example,
For example, sir, indirect taxation that
indirect taxation.
For example,
in
GST,
India.
sir.
Okay, your optional is geography.
Yes. Sir.
So, can you tell me what are various theories associated with slope development?
I'm sorry, sir. Whose theory?
Various theories associated with slope development.
Barriers theory, sir.
Various means different theories.
Various theories. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, firstly, sir, the main theory that is considered in academic is of Penk's slope development theory.
We can start with W.M. Davis theory. That is slope decline theory.
Rightly, sir.
And then?
And then there is Penk's slope replacement model. And then L.C. King's slope parallel retreat theory.
Parallel retreatment theory.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the end of this cycle? What is the end of this slope development? In L.C. King theory.
Sir, for L.C. King, because it is a closed model and it is a end-based model, so there is an end product which is a peddy plane.
Peddy plane.
Yes.
And in slope decline theory, what are the end result of that?
It is a penny plane, sir.
Penny plane, yes. Or rectilinear plane, and along with resistant end, thus.
Yes, sir. It is called. I'm forgetting the exact name of the structures that are there. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Monodonuts.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, are you aware about the fact gentrification?
Yes, sir. To the best of my knowledge, sir, it is a process through which some of the areas in an urban city is transformed into a high income area or a suburban area, which is earlier a low income area or a people who were low income people were living. So the transformation of such area into a suburban
area. Suppose we take example of
Delhi. For example,
like Delhi, we are taking example of Delhi. So where you will say gentrification is happening. Do you know where is CBD, Central Business District in Delhi?
In the Connaught Place.
Connaught Place. So which area will I say that this is if some transformation is happening over there, then I will say this is the process of gentrification.
So the area where the low middle income people lives. So
Like?
that would be the circle number 2 and circle number 3.
No.
Right now, sir, I'm unable to.
Okay, that's okay. You also listen old Hindi songs.
Yes, sir.
Which Hindi song you have listened recently?
Sir, I was listening to it last night only. मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया, written by Sahir Ludhianvi, sir.
Sahir Ludhianvi. So why don't you listen new Hindi songs?
Sir, this hobby comes out from nostalgia. I used to listen to it with my father, and that has continued, sir, till date.
Okay, yes. Very good. Okay, Soumya. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Soumya, why do you want to become IAS?
So 3 major reasons are there, sir. Firstly, sir, the civil services and especially IAS provides you with unassumable authority and the position of leadership and responsibility which very less number of jobs can provide at such a young age, sir. Second would be, sir, the variety and diversity of the job that is there in the IAS officer. I had some personal instances of understanding that, sir, also. So that is quite varied, sir. That also leads to the fulfillment of a job profession. Thirdly would be, sir, I will have the opportunity of good promotions also and good career growth, sir.
How satisfied are you with your present job, income tax inspector?
Sir, the main reason behind me joining income tax inspector was to have a work-life balance so that I can prepare for the job for the UPSC, and it has helped me in that, sir. So I'm quite satisfied on that part, sir.
Okay, but overall you like the department and everything?
Yes, sir.
But I see in your service preference you have chosen excise and customs over income tax.
Yes, sir.
And you also have an experience in income tax.
Yes, sir.
May I know the reason?
Sir, I have put IAS, IPS, IFS also above that. So
basically both are revenue services.
Yes, sir.
And you have expertise in one because
Right,
you've been an inspector.
I would not say, sir, expertise. I have worked for in a very small area and have not been exposed to the income tax in general, sir, also. But, sir, for the some of the reasons for the putting customs above income tax would be, sir, because there is much more variety in customs right now, sir. You can work in GST, you can work in policy formulation because GST is still in its nascent stages, sir. Other than that, sir, you can work on customs, you can work in Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, where you can work in smuggling and anti-smuggling activities where you can take action. So there are much more variety and diversity to work in that income tax lacks, sir.
Okay. Soumya, tell me what is wrong with our judicial appointments? Is something wrong with judicial appointments?
Sir, on front of checks and balances, we can say that other organs of the government do have checks and balances when it comes to appointment. That lacks in the appointment and transfer of judges.
Why do you say so?
Sir, because the constitution did not envisage of a body such as collegium, but it is there in practice, sir. So probably having more representation from executive or from legislature would give it much more credibility, sir.
What went wrong in case of NJC?
Sir, it was the Supreme Court only which deemed it unconstitutional because it, in its opinion, it says that it goes against the separation of judiciary, and so from
So do you agree with the Supreme Court's view? Why did court say that? I mean, what was wrong with that? NJC.
Sir, I'm not able to exactly think of the features of that NJC, okay, sir. I'll have to look into it, sir.
Can you explain it to me, the concept of judicial review?
Sir, it comes from the Article 13 that is there in the Indian Constitution, that judiciary can review laws also, acts that are being made, and also constitutional amendments.
Is there any particular article that deals with that?
So there is Article 13 which gives it that power. Other than that, sir, it also has under Article 142, which I can think of right now, sir, there it has the provision of doing complete justice to a case. In that, it can also judge a law also, sir.
Okay. Soumya, do you think there is a corruption in the income tax department?
Sir, unfortunately, sir, just like in other forms of government, other organs of government, there is corruption also, sir. There are some people who are doing corruption, and they have been also caught on various instances. Furthermore, sir, there has been certain institutional reforms that have been taken to reduce.
So
that
everyone
corruption.
is caught, whoever was corrupt?
Not certain, not at all, sir.
But did you do something about it?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir.
Did you do anything about that?
Sir, in my limited time in the department, I have not come across any such case, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, what do you do as an IT inspector?
Ma'am, my work currently only is limited to clerical work, where I do the monitoring. I have done and then giving insights from that in a one-pager note, and then pass it on to my seniors, sir.
Okay. So, what's the most challenging part of your job?
Ma'am, sometimes when you are in monitoring a case, or when you are coming up with the insights on what all the developments are in their cases, sometimes you have to do the primary research on your own part. You will have to go through some of the journals or some of the notes or some of the documents that has been discussed in OECD or G20 or FATF. So in those cases, sir, ma'am, sometimes I have to go through it, and sometimes I have to check IT Act also. So it sometimes become a little tough, but it is challenging also, ma'am, and it is good also, ma'am.
Okay. So, do you think India needs more time zone than just one?
Ma'am, we only have 30 minutes of gap when we see from the east to our westernmost part to the easternmost part. So in my opinion, ma'am, it is not of very much serious concern to have the 30 minutes gap. But if it serves some administrative or some efficiency purpose, ma'am, it can be done.
Okay. Do you think it will serve if we have more time zones?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
Okay. So, how do you think geography influences economic relations?
Ma'am, from history, if we check, because of the monsoon only, and because of the coastline that India had, India was such a large trading powerhouse in the history also. So, ma'am, geography has always been a factor when we come about the economy or trade. Right now also, ma'am, if we see, so many choke points are there through which so many of the world's trade and oil trade passes. And control of these geographical choke points is very much of strategic importance to all the actors that are involved.
Okay. So, have you heard about this company, Karuturi?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
Karuturi. It basically grows roses. Okay.
I'm not aware
So, Karuturi used to grow roses in Bangalore, and then they shifted base to Africa, because when the rose is grown in Africa, the petals thickness is more. So, can you tell me the geographical reason behind the same?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I am.
Okay. So, can you tell me how will it help the company to make more profits by having a thicker petal
Ma'am, it is a company in
India, based in Bangalore?
and what is the ma'am work?
Yeah, they
product for that?
they produce roses.
Probably, ma'am, their end buyers or their consumers would be using it to develop itr or perfume,
Okay.
and there maybe having a heavier petal would help in more
Basically, the
production.
shelf life of the product will be longer.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
ma'am.
That's
Thank
it
you,
from
ma'am.
my side.
Soumya,
Yes, ma'am.
what's the meaning of your name?
Ma'am, it is a innocent person or a person who is very solemn in nature, ma'am.
You think that's a quality or a deterrent in the current context?
I think it is a quality.
It's a quality.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think it's a quality?
Ma'am, in current times, if we see in a democracy, if we see in general, ma'am, the people who are good with people, who are good with interpersonal skills, and who can cooperate with other people are always at a benefit, ma'am. And in governance also, I think, ma'am, we do need a governance which is much more of a roles-based governance, where the person who is there in the civil services is much more citizen-centric, much more investor-friendly. So in that way, ma'am, I think.
But you just said it means innocent. So there is a difference between being innocent and naive.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference?
If you do not know entirely, if you do not have the knowledge of the thing entirely, and then I think that person could become from innocent to a naive person. So he can be misused. His innocence can be misused in that way.
But right now, these days, we talk about the current generation being street smart.
Yes, ma'am.
So nobody really talks about, except for children, nobody really talks about innocence as a good quality.
Ma'am, I think, ma'am, street smart and having innocence are different, ma'am. Difference. So you can be an innocent person and you can be good at talking or in general in your personality, gentle in your personality, and you can be a street smart person also, ma'am.
So besides your DAF, if I were to ask you who is Soumya Sharma, what would you say?
Ma'am, I would say that I'm a person who has become much more humble, who is much more resilient than he looks.
What's that one life-transforming event which defines you as a person?
Ma'am, in the last interview also, just weeks before that, my father had a heart attack. It was a second heart attack and it actually affected me a lot at that time. My mindset was quite nervous at that time, ma'am. I think I have dealt with it much more maturely, I think, ma'am. And I have come across as a person who is much more resilient and much more optimist.
What's your deepest fear?
And my deepest fear would be after 30 years, I do not have that satisfaction in my life. So being a satisfied person, being a satisfied husband, being a satisfied son, being a satisfied father, and being a satisfied person in general, ma'am. So that would be my fear, ma'am.
My last question to you, Soumya. Satisfaction comes from within or external factors?
Ma'am, there is a balance in both. But ultimately, ma'am, it comes from acceptance.
Self-acceptance or acceptance by the society?
Self-acceptance, ma'am.
So then what you just said about being satisfied or dissatisfied,
yes, ma'am,
as a role which you play in the society.
Right, ma'am.
If somebody defines you as they're not satisfied with you, may it be at a work front or a personal front,
right, ma'am,
would you accept that or would you say that, no, I am satisfied from within? I mean, wouldn't there be a conflict?
Ma'am, introspection should be there, ma'am. There can be sometimes positive reviews and credible reviews that you should give heed to. So in that way, ma'am, I think also I'm a very introspective type of person where I try to take a responsibility of whatever happened in my life. So I would, ma'am, take responsibility and ultimately come to my own conclusion, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Soumya.
Thank you.
Soumya, you are a mechanical engineer and your optional is geography.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me which is more harmful, hyperinflation or stagflation?
Can I have a moment, sir?
Yeah, obviously.
Sir, I think, sir, stagflation is more detrimental because, sir, in case of hyperinflation, you can deal with it much more easier through counter-cyclical measures. But in case of stagflation, sir, there are issues where inflation is also high, but there is also stagnation in the economy.
Okay.
So taking a decision is much more challenging in that.
Okay, then what is this cosmic inflation?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm unaware of the exact...
your optional is geography.
Yes.
So can you tell me the 5 most important events of the universe?
Yes. So starting from the Big Bang, which created the universe in its current form, then would be creation of our galaxy, then creation of solar system, creation of Earth, and then creation of moon, sir.
Creation of?
Moon.
Moon. Okay. So Soumya, have you heard that in budget, government announced that our target is 100 gigawatt of the nuclear energy till 2047. Is it reliable? Can we achieve it?
100 gigawatt of nuclear energy, right? Sir, currently if we see, we have 8 gigawatt of installed nuclear energy capacity, and we have under nuclear energy mission that is being passed in this budget. We have a target of attaining 30 to 31 gigawatt by 2030. So sir, in my opinion, sir, it would depend on how we are going to implement this nuclear energy mission and how we are able to create a small modular reactor. And also, sir, one more thing which will impact if we are going to become a nuclear power or not would be the third stage of our nuclear mission, nuclear doctrine.
What is it?
Where, sir, we can use thorium as a fissile material, sir.
Thorium is fissile or fertile?
I'm sorry, sir, as a fertile material.
Thorium is already fertile.
Yes, sir.
How we will use thorium over there?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not
Okay.
able to recollect the.
Okay. It is completely okay. Why we are pursuing nuclear energy after seeing the accident in Chernobyl, 3 mile accident, then your Fukushima? Still, we are pursuing for nuclear reactors. These
Right,
type
sir.
of incident can happen here in India also.
Sir, because the energy density of from nuclear energy is much more high, sir. It can be generated, a large amount of energy can be generated from a very small area. And that is why, sir, nuclear energy is being pursued. And the safety feature can be improved through making small modular reactors, sir, where it will have.
We are building large reactors, 700 megawatts, 1000 megawatts.
Yes, sir.
VVR 1000 megawatts. And in Kulam, we are building these reactors.
Yes, sir.
Then in Jaitapur also we are building 1200 megawatts reactors.
Right, sir.
How will be they safe?
Sir, in the current budget, sir, which was announced, it was mostly talked about improving on small modular
It is
reactors, sir.
okay. Do you know something about renewable energy?
Yes, sir.
How renewable energy can help India to achieve its net zero target and energy sustainability?
Sir, on the part of the question where you talked about net zero, firstly, sir, energy sustainability, because 85% of our oil is imported and crude oil is imported, sir, and energy which is based out of that, a lot of coal is also imported, sir. So energy based out of that will have certain insecurities, sir. In that front, and India is in a very beneficial position where it has the solar energy capability also, where it has much more potential for wind energy and from blue economy also, sir, where it can generate energy from ocean wave energy and from ocean thermal energy conversion also. So it has so much potential, sir, there. So it can help in energy sustainability. And on the
Well, can you tell me whether this renewable energy is reliable or not?
Sir, it suffers from the issue of intermittency, sir, because of it depending on the geographical factors, sir.
Okay. You come from Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
That is known as a Bimaru state. Why so?
So this is not a formal term. This has been used by media in various cases. I would say, sir, it is an aspirational state. It has its challenges because of historical reasons, because of geographical reasons, but it has been doing its part also, sir. Starting from increasing the capital expenditure, starting from also prioritizing education in the current budget that was there in the UP budget. The largest allocation was to education. And also,
The last question. You are wearing which watch?
fossil watch, sir.
Kaun si?
Fossil.
Fossil. What is fossil?
So what is the company? Or is it
What is fossil?
Sir, it is the remains of the organism, sir.
Okay. And what is time and when did it started? What is time and when did it start?
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay.
If I am unable to get if that is a philosophical question or a
Thank
factual
you.
question.
Actually, time started when the Big Bang happened,
Okay, sir.
and time is the duration between the two events in the space-time.
Okay, sir.
It was related to your watch.
I'll keep that in mind, sir.
Thank you.
Soumya, just last question to you. What is the state GDP of Uttar Pradesh?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not able to recollect right now, sir.
Okay, just tell me which sector could be contributing highest in the economy of the state?
Services sector.
Services sector. Okay, thank you. Your interview is over.
Thank you,
You
sir.
just wait outside and we will call you back for
Thank you, sir.
your
Thank you.
feedback. Okay. Yes, please.
May I come in, sir?
Yes, please come. Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
So, Soumya,
Yes, sir.
what do you think about your own performance?
Sir, there are some knowledge gaps I have to fill in
Okay.
on that, but
You already appeared for interview
yes, sir.
last time.
Last
Was
year.
your score?
It was 150 marks, sir.
150.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who was the chairman of that board?
Dinesh Dasa, sir.
Dinesh Dash.
Yes.
Okay. So, see, tell me, what is your analysis?
So that and other than that, sir, I think I can be much more confident in answering some of the questions.
Mhm.
I think there I lagged some of the things.
Mhm. See, actually, you come from a very good college. BITS
Right,
Pilani,
sir.
it's very nice college.
Yes, sir.
And certainly the expectation of vote will be very high from you.
Right, sir.
है ना? And though you are a very good candidate, you answered almost all the questions, but somewhere you lacked.
Yes, sir.
Knowledge wise also, and you did some blunders also in this interview. Like time zone वाला question जो था, मैम ने पूछा कि गुजरात से जो आसाम में what will be the time difference? You said 30 minutes, but it is almost 2 hours.
Okay, sir.
है ना? And being a student of geography, you must know.
Certainly, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
है ना? So this thing you doesn't do. Then I asked you that your charter of duties. You said that I have, sir, work only for 2 years, so I don't know. This is not the answer. है ना? If you join the service, this is the first responsibility of yourself to go through all your charter of duties.
Right, sir.
Everybody knows that.
Right, sir.
है ना? If you are working in some headquarters also, you are performing some desk job also. For desk job also, there is a charter of duties. Each and every organization, each and every department is having its PE as well as its charter of duties for
Certainly.
each individual.
Yes,
so you must know about that.
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो वो था. फिर then economy question. I think you are from income tax department. You must know about the economy.
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
You are not aware about too much about Uttar Pradesh budget,
Uttar Pradesh budget.
which is you come from Uttar Pradesh and you
Yes, sir.
didn't know about that Uttar Pradesh budget. Then I asked state GDP also, and you become totally blank also. है ना? So these things, this is very essential thing for
Right,
you.
sir.
Or sometimes that is okay, but sometimes smile is little, more. Be little less. है ना?
Okay, sir.
Sometimes,
Yes.
not always, because being too sincere or too serious also, it is not going to help you.
Yes, sir.
है ना? Come with your confidence, give answers, and geography also. You have to go through the geography also. Basic points you have to go. Like gentrification procedure. I give you some example in this, implement this gentrification process in Delhi. So CBD is Connaught Place.
Yes, sir.
Around surrounding area like Paharganj और वो सब area जो भी है, that is second sector. If any urbanization or transformation will happen in Paharganj region and other surrounding region, that process will be known as
Gentrification. Right, sir.
Okay. हाँ.
और
और
लक्ष्मी नगर also, sir, और मयूर विहार will also.
हाँ, वो भी है. जहाँ पे CBD है उसके आसपास का एरिया. Earlier they used to work for some their living locations for these mazdoors and all
Yes, sir.
those. तो ऐसे करके. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Other than this, you are very good candidate.
Thank you, sir.
You have confident. You already appeared in the interview. You know how the things goes. है ना?
Yes, sir.
So be confident. Just revise. Your interviews on 7th April. Almost 15 days are there. So just revise all these basic data, and go with the confidence. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Anything you want to ask from us?
No, sir. Yes.
Okay?
All the best.
All the best.
All the best. Adit.
Thank you.